if you want to like reinvent yourself, I think Poland, the north of Poland, is really a great place. My name is Gaia. I am from Italy, of course, from Pavia, and I moved here to Poland 2.5 years ago. I moved to Gdynia, but I already lived here for 1 year back in across 2016 and 2017 for a European voluntary service at the Public Library of Gdynia. Yeah, and I work in a corporate as a researcher in the HR sector. Initially, as I said earlier, I moved here for my European voluntary service some years ago. Then I moved back to Italy, and again, after a few years, I moved back here due to a job offer. Actually, I was unemployed in Italy at that time. I really love spending time outside, actually in the forest or on the beach, or doing anything that involves walking, hiking outside. And I really think this is probably one of the best places in Europe. I spend most of my free time doing such things like taking pictures outside or hanging out with friends. This is so linked to the previous question. Like, I think it's especially amazing if you love nature and water sports, or in general outdoor sports and activities. There are also like several events around, especially during spring and summer, that like gaming events or concerts, film festivals. Like you really need to browse carefully online and you won't get bored. The labor market here is pretty dynamic, and I would really recommend this region to anyone who wants to start their career in the corporate sector, especially fresh graduates, but not only. I mean, if you want to like reinvent yourself, I think Poland, the north of Poland, is really a great place for this purpose, absolutely. And it's pretty dynamic. There's a high turnover rate. This is, I would say, quite an advantage for a person that is starting his or her career. First of all, I would say check groups on Facebook or any kind of social media of people that already live here. I mean, for other foreigners. Doesn't matter, of course, if they are from your same country, but that can help, you know, hearing from someone, hearing from their experiences, trying to grab some piece of advice on where to find accommodation, or you know, where to find cheap food, or whatever are your needs. And that worked for me, even though I'm quite, let's say, an independent person, so I manage also by myself. But I found my current house thanks to a friend who already lived there, so don't be shy. Yeah, the local cuisine is pretty nutritious. Yeah, it's cold most of the year, so you need the proper energy to face it. And so, of course, everybody knows pierogi, that are like stuffed with any kind of delicious stuffing, ranging from mushrooms to meat. And there are even like more, you say, modern options, like with rice or vegan options. And soups, like I think soups here are a must try, as they are delicious and they warm you up. Regarding restaurants, I think I don't have a favorite one. I just love Asian food. Here it's just full of Vietnamese and Thai restaurants. Just try them if you are into this type of food. And there's a lot of variety. You just need to, of course, go out and check. Unfortunately, Italy has still a lot of stereotypes about Poland, and that's something that I'm not really proud of as an Italian, and I apologize for it, even though the apologies of one person are not enough, of course. But yeah, basically most people still think it's like there's a high alcohol consumption, or that it's too cold, it's boring. Of course, as all stereotypes, just you take it and you can just throw it to the garbage. Of course, it's cold, but you can find activities to do indoors when it's cold. That's very simple. When I decided to move to Poland, this decision was taken in a very short time, as I just graduated in Italy, and I had been sending lots of CVs to try this EVS, European Voluntary Service experience, and they called me, surprisingly enough, from the library of Gdynia, and I decided very quickly to move here, and it was a very intense year. Then moving back here recently as well was pretty intense, as it was during COVID. I was by myself, and this fact of managing everything basically almost by myself, especially at the beginning, boosted my self-esteem greatly, as in Italy I was unemployed, and in general was honestly struggling with my career path. So in general, I think I found here my dimension, as I said, I love living surrounded by nature, and this gave me a calmness, that calm that I didn't have in my own country.